to you right now. I was just telling them a little bit about what you're going to be sharing tonight. And just, well, are you going to introduce yourself and give a bit of your background, or?
Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
You do that.
Can you give me a screen share?
I sure can. How do I, hold on a minute. Just a second.
Yeah, just while you're doing that, a little bit of background, guys. I've got a background in network marketing. I started off as a physiotherapist in my first life, and then got an MBA, went into corporate. So I had a lot of success as a physio and in corporate, and then switched to being an entrepreneur when my youngest had some health issues, and thought I'd be one of these $1 million entrepreneurs because all I'd had was high level success in anything else I'd done. And then I struggled for quite a while as an entrepreneur and couldn't figure out why. That pissed me off to no end because I never had to work hard for success at all. And here I was working hard in the entrepreneur world with some small business ventures and network marketing and not showing a lot for it. So that was frustrating. And the longer that success eludes us, the more it's dinging the self-image. So my self-image, after being a very strong self-image in my early chapters as an entrepreneur, my self-image was really suffering. And it wasn't until I got immersed into the life-changing material teachings of Bob Proctor and began to work with him as coach and immersed into his success system and got coached and guided through his teachings that my life changed dramatically, such that I'm now one of the top maybe 3 or 4% coaches globally working with Bob Proctor. And I don't say that to impress, only to impress upon there's a whole science to success. And when you immerse into the material and you get guided through it, because I tried to figure this out on my own for years, following Bob and John Maxwell and Darren Hardy. Those are my go-tos, which I loved. And that this kind of material can motivate and inspire like crazy, but it's the application that falls off so dramatically. So when I got guided through it, when you do get guided through it, everything can change for you. So Bob Proctor, if you don't know Bob, is the top guy in the world on human potential, success, and the power of that subconscious programming. He was in the movie The Secret. If you saw him about 14 years ago, and 2 years ago, he was in the movie Think and Grow Rich, The Legacy. So that's a little bit about me, and I've been working with Juice Plessers for about a year, just over a year now. Privilege. I was on it, I don't know, 4 weeks ago, whatever that was, with Melissa's team here, with you guys talking about self-image. So this is part 2. We're going to get into, as Melissa said, the steps to figure out how do I really shift that self-image. So let me just, as a reminder, this success triad means you've got to get clear on your goal and you got to be really emotionally involved. That's desire. It's not wishful thinking, it's desire. So you got to have that clarity of desire. That's key. And you have to have the self-image strong enough to support that big dream goal that you want. And then you've got to make that all-in committed decision. Like, no more excuses. And we all have excuses. So these 3 are all in play. And if one of them weakens, like the self-image, there's no way in God's green earth that you're going to commit to a big goal if your self-image is not strong enough to support it. And that goal will fade away because your self-image just isn't there to support it. So these 3 things are all at play, and you got to work on them. And self-image, you might remember I put this last time, you have so much talent, guys. You are so rich in talent and giftedness and capability and potential. You're not lacking ever. So there's a hose that talent is gushing in, ready to come pouring out, but that self-image kinks the hose and your results trickle. Okay. If we align the hose, align that self-image with your goal, results will come pouring out. All right. So your self-image is not aligned with the success you desire in Juice Plus. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm going to guess that you all would love to have a lot more business builders, a lot more clients. You'd like 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 or more a month. It's not happening yet. Why? Because your self-image isn't aligned with it. Okay? You can't outperform your self-image, so no matter how badly you want something, how much you know you should be able to achieve that, and you can because you're not lacking in the talent, you'll only go as far as your self-image allows. So self-image sets our boundaries, personally and professionally. And it's the single biggest thing to get working on in order to accelerate towards the success you desire. So how do we work on the self-image? So when Melissa asked me to do this, I suggested, you know what, I think I'm going to pull some of the components of our self-image of your dreams. And this is really important to understand. You're going to get, oh, I need to work on that. That's how you start working on self-image. Absolutely. Okay. So the first thing, you're a gold mine of talent and giftedness, as I just said. So you must begin first to understand how much talent and capability lies within you right now, and embrace how beautiful and incredible you are today. Now, you will probably, if I asked you, so do you think you've got, lots more potential and talent? You're going to tell me, yeah, you're going to nod. Yeah, yeah. And you do understand that intellectually, but you don't get it yet at the subconscious level. If you did, you'd be moving way more into action, but your subconscious isn't programmed with that belief yet around your talent. So you got to start, that's the first thing to start letting in, that you're so friggin' talented. You're not lacking in that, right? You got to start letting it in. So here's where we're at. Science and theology both agree that human beings have unlimited potential, that we're barely scratching the surface of who and what we are. And we tend, though, to reject things that are too far outside our comfort zone. The comfort zone is our programming. It's our conditioning. The self-image is that you currently have is your comfort zone. So we're conditioned to reject ideas of a bigger and better life that are outside the comfort zone because you're not conditioned to think that way. But your spirit, guys, is all about expanding, do more, to be more, because the spirit knows no limits. And it is the condition of the human spirit to expand, to express more fully. So it's in you to get bigger and better in your life. It's in you, so don't ignore it. Okay, I want you to let in how much rich talent and potential lies within you right now. But we are so familiar with ourselves, as in, we have habitual ways of viewing ourselves. Oh, I'm not a salesperson. Oh, I'm not really a public speaker. Those are not truths about you. Those are habitual ways of thinking about yourself, of viewing yourself. So we're so familiar with that we tend to take ourselves for granted. And we tend to minimize what we can accomplish. If somebody told you, why don't you get up on stage and talk in front of 500 people? Most people would probably go, oh, no. Well, that'd be cool. No, I don't think I could do that. Right? We tend to minimize what we can accomplish. You could do that if you wanted to, if it's truly in you, absolutely you could do that. But we minimize the success we can achieve, and for some strange reason, we believe others can reach heights we can't. Oh, that's not for me, but you go up, come on. Don't sell yourself short. Don't do that. The highway is connecting with your higher self. So it's time, and this is what we work on in the self-image of your dreams course. It's time for you to start focusing on the possibilities rather than limits or obstacles. Stop getting focused on, I can't do that. It's such a low vibration. It sucks. Going after dream goals means moving outside those artificial mental boundaries. They're artificial. It's not a truth. It's just an artificial mental boundary, but you're living with it for so long, it feels real to you. It's not. You must let your desires guide you instead of allowing yourself to be boxed in by these perceived constraints. Again, they're perceived. They're not real. Don't limit your desires to what you think you can have. Go after what you want, guys. This is all about letting in the fact that you're so rich in talent and capability. Again, don't sell yourself short. You must give yourself permission to dream, to risk, to soar. And at RF Success Academy, which is my company with my business partner, Karen Fiorini, we say, look, you hang with us, you're going to soar. Come soar with us. You're capable. The success that lies within your reach right now is truly enough to stagger the mind. So this is the first thing. You've got to let it in how much talent and giftedness you have. Because if you have to doubt something, and we all seem to want to, oh, I doubt, that limiting belief stuff, doubt your limits. You don't have any. So that's the first thing we're working on. How do you work on your self-image? You got to start letting in. You got to start understanding how to let in the fact, not the guess and maybe hope so. No, the fact of how much talent and giftedness that resides within you right now. So that's the first thing. Secondly, you've got to release the anchors that keep you at a low vibration. Dream goals, as I think I explained last time, or certainly in different webinars, dream goals are at higher vibrations because everything is energy. Just go there in your imagination. Whoa, what if I was earning $20,000 a month and I was an NMD and I was able to do some training on stage and Misha Ray greeted me on stage and everybody was, right? It just raises the vibration. But it's impossible to reach that vibration if you're anchored in lack of forgiveness, in resentment. You're capable of so much. So we don't want to let those anchors weigh you down. You've got to truly anchors. So you got to understand what truly letting go or forgiving looks like and feels like and make that happen. And forgiveness is absolutely essential. Okay, so we work on forgiveness. Forgiveness heals and empowers one who forgives. This is the second week in actually it's now the third week because we put a first week into the self-image course all on goal setting so that you're working on self-image to align with your goal. So the third week is about forgiveness. It's all on forgiveness. And to be transparent, quite a few people have trouble in this week, but they love getting to the other side because it's empowering. It's so friggin' empowering to forgive. Empowers you, no one else. Lack of forgiveness keeps the vibration of an individual very low. Forgiving someone, and this is such an important point. I had a coaching call with somebody this morning who was struggling with the forgiveness, and we really worked on this. It's not condoning the actions of anyone else. If you have someone to forgive, you're not going to condone their actions. And forgiveness does not lessen your power. In fact, it's more powerful. It empowers you. It frees you. Why? Because you know what? Ultimately, you are forgiving yourself. I forgive myself for being in that relationship. I forgive myself for not being where I wanted to be by now. I forgive myself for still struggling to make those ends meet and not have the money. Geez, I thought I'd have more money by now. I'm so sick of having more month left over at the end of the money. Why? Oh, right? We need to forgive ourselves for that. It's powerful. As you release your stories of limitation and victimization, you release the anchors that hold you in your current experience. And this shift allows you to attract possibilities. It's like taking a breath of fresh air, new possibilities, and create improved probabilities for yourself that that you're going to succeed at much higher levels. So this is the second thing we want to be doing to work on your self-image. Let go of that resentment that you've got. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. You work on it or 30 years ago, it still pisses me off that person did that. That's holding on to resentment. But we're also working on, you've got to forgive yourself. You are your own worst critic, and you are pretty hard on yourself. I should have done this by now, right? That word should is an awful word. So forgiving the self is really uplifting, and that's important to do. Thirdly, what else are we doing? We're aligning your self-image. So now that you've kind of embracing and letting in that, oh my God, I do have all this giftedness and potential. And I've let go of that stupid anchor called resentment. Get out. I don't want it in my life anymore. You've done those things. Now you're going to say, well, what is the self-image that aligns with that dream goal of mine? What do I really want? And what's the kind of person I need to be? So when your self-image is aligned with your dream goals, you're truly unstoppable. You're not in your way anymore. When you see people in your company, and I'm sure you've seen it, I saw it in network marketing lots, that somebody joins and within a couple of months, boom, they've shot up 3, 4 levels. What the hell? What's that? What's wrong with me? I was working, like, I'm smarter than that person. Like we go through this. Why them? I should be, but their self-image happens to be totally aligned with what's required to create success in network marketing. That's it. They're not more talented. They're not better. It's just their self-image. Ooh, totally in alignment. And that was my issue. My self-image was totally in alignment with structure, the physiotherapy world and the corporate world. Totally aligned with the structure there. Entrepreneur, no structure. You got to create it yourself. The good network marketing companies give you a great runway to run on and lots of tools, but you still have to create the structure and go sell. Yeah, I didn't have any experience with that. That was not part of my program. My self-image was not aligned with that. So I had to work on that. I had to work on my self-image on this stuff. I still do. You know what? Bob Proctor still works on his self-image. Still works on his self-image every time he sets a new goal. So I continue to work on mine. So you want to start working on the self-image that does align. Start building elements of a powerful self-image and brainstorm the type of self-image that's required for you to achieve. So how do you walk? How do you talk? Like, do you stand tall, shoulders back, feeling confident? What kinds of conversations do you have? When you listen to a Melissa or a Nicole or a Mitra and you listen to the way they talk, oh, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to be able to, talk like that, right? That's part of your self-image. You want to identify the kinds of traits that you want to embrace. Some of it, you can pick a handful of people, whether it's in your current environment, or it could be like an Oprah or a Richard Branson, or it could be someone on TV, a character. Oh, I love the way that character does this. You can pick traits and go, that's what I want to create for my self-image. What kind of professional aura do you want to have? How do you dress? What kind of car do you drive? What house? What kind of impact do you have? When you're talking about your business, are you the type to kind of shyly and a little bit kind of hesitantly talk about the business? Or are you leaning into it and say, you know what, I've got something really special I'd love to share with you. May not be for you, but you know what? This has had such an impact in my life, it may on yours. That's an attitude. Okay, what's your attitude? No matter the circumstances, you still go, no problem, we're good, we're good. How would you like to have that powerful, positive attitude? Nothing, not even 100, 300 rejections in a row would bother you. That's okay, we're good. How would you like that? That's a self-image strength. What kind of vibration do you want to be on? Do you want to be on a lower vibration and I hope I get this call? Or do you want to be on a higher vibration going, you know what? This person's gonna absolutely want to sign up with me. And if they don't, boom, there's lots more. That's a higher vibration. How do you want people to see you? How do you want to show up? That's all self-image. And in the course, we start to work on this. We have a template and you start brainstorming. What is that self-image? Because, a colleague of mine just was talking about the other day, the fact that you don't fake it till you make it. That is not a congruent vibration. You act as if. Fake it till you make it is just kind of crawling there, just hoping. When you act as if, you put yourself at the end point. I'm already there. How do I feel? Because if it's already in your imagination, in your intellectual mind, it'll show up in your physical world if you keep it in the imagination. And we show you how that works when we work with clients. And then the last thing that I'll talk about tonight, just because I don't have enough time to go through everything, is that we help you create a power life story. And as you are crafting this beautiful new self-image that's authentic to you and is in alignment with what you really want to achieve, you've got a beautiful, powerful life story. Past, present, and future. And I don't care how much crap has gone on in the past. There's still so much to celebrate. My clients hear that all the time from me. So much to celebrate. And you have so much in your past to celebrate. You do. So when you create your power life story, you stand taller. You know what? I do have a lot to celebrate in my past right up until today. And my future is brilliant because I have a beautiful goal and my self-image is now going, yeah, we're making that happen. It's authentic. It's what I want. It's true to me. That's a beautiful, powerful life story. So your life is your story, guys. It's your story to write. Don't let anybody else write it. You're the main character. Don't play a secondary character or a small part in your life. Who do you play a secondary character to? People in your upline, friends, parents, children, bosses. No, your life, you're the main character. You do have a powerful life story to tell. So yeah, don't let the outside forces write your story. You know, when I have enough money, then. That's handing power over to your external environment. It's your story. You create it, you write it, you get going on it. When the kids are grown, then maybe I'll start living my life. When I get a new job, when I hit QNMD, is that one? I forget what the levels are called. And if it's okay with my spouse, if it's okay with my upline, maybe I'll do that, right? No, it's your life story. So these are the things that we work on, okay? This is all how do you build a self-image? It's powerful and it's uplifting stuff. That's the beautiful truth. It is so fabulous to start letting it in that, oh my God, I do have amazing talents and gifts. I've always known it, but I've always kind of rejected or hidden them. Or maybe been embarrassed to say, yeah, I am really good over here. Why are we conditioned for that, right? We're not conditioned to blast our subconscious, to blast ourselves with, I'm amazing, I'm fabulous, I'm good looking, I'm attractive, I'm sexy, I'm incredible friend. If we got caught saying that, people would tell us, oh yeah, you're really egotistical, well, you're full of yourself, aren't you? Wouldn't we? And yet we need that. So we're actually having fun doing that. Everything you need, bottom line, everything you need right now comes from inside you. The opportunity, the timing, the power to perform, to achieve what you want to achieve in Juice Plus or beyond. These are in you. They're not in the situation nor the circumstances. It's not because your upline isn't there for you or your downline isn't showing up to grow the business. It's not. It's in you. You're the answer. You have the answers. The answers to questions that remain must come from the voice within you. So you got to listen to yourself. That self-image, listen to you. They're the sounds that no one else can hear. You got to hear them. Your dreams, your desires, the thoughts that burn hottest in the mind, they carry the messages that help you find your own magnetic north, not someone else's. Your dreams and desires point toward the success that now awaits you. So look inside at what pulls at your consciousness, at your heart, and there you'll find direction. Trust yourself. That self-image is there for you. You need to build that self-image. Trust yourself more. Trust your heart. Your inner voice will not mislead you. Everything else is in position. It's just waiting for you. Just do it. Just do it. That's what I've got for you today. I know it's just a couple minutes after 9, but guys, there's my calendar. Book a time with me if you haven't done so already. And let's chat about how we can improve your self-image, because truly it's what's holding you back. It's what holds every one of us back. We all have a limiting self-image. So we all go to work at this stuff. And when you move through this kind of material and in an environment of positivity and support and fun, best thing ever. So I'd love to chat with you if you haven't done so already. Or if I already chatted with you a while ago, rebook and let's chat again. Melissa, over to you.
Thank you, Sandy, and thank you for being on tonight and for always being so generous with your time. You come on, gosh, at least once a month, and then the calls that you offer, guys, this is absolutely free, and you will find lots of great things happen when you book this free call with Sandy. If you choose to engage in her courses, I can't recommend them enough. I did a fully year-long program with her. As I said, it is the best thing I ever did, and that's why I keep talking about her. I keep bringing her on here because she is so generous with her time to share. And the information is the missing link, as I say all the time, because you can learn the marketing plan, you can learn the products, but it's about the personal growth that we have to go through to get where we want to be. So make sure you are working on your personal growth every single day. What are you reading? If you need some help with books, reach out to your upline or sideline. Everyone's reading different books. We can move them around, share them if need be, or you just need some titles. What else are you listening to? Are you listening to your radio in the car? Are you listening to some personal development? There's lots of great Bob Proctor stuff that you can download to be the game changer, for sure. So on that note, thank you so much, everyone. It's a hot summer night, and all of you obviously are investing in yourself by tuning in tonight. You're serious about this business because you're tuning in to this. So kudos to all of you. And today's Wednesday, so we've got the 2 opportunity calls tomorrow. So invite. I challenge you all to be on there with at least 1 guest. And we will see you all next Wednesday, if not before. So have a great night, everyone. Thanks for tuning
Everybody.
in.
Thank you.